Alright, Hazemega here, and we're conducting another charge experiment with the Ultra Redshift SM. Alright, SM39 here. So as you can see, I've got two fans here. I've got a Vornado fan and a blower fan here. Alright, very powerful fans, alright? And they're blowing a lot of air on the Redshift. So if you watched my video on the charge curve for the Alta Redshift, you'll notice that after like 20 minutes, it goes from like 1100 watts to like around 900, and it kind of starts going down from there. All right, and my guess is that something is getting too hot. All right, either the battery, the charger, the inverter, something like that. So we're gonna see if we can keep the bike as cool as possible by using these fans, and then we're gonna charge it the rest of the night. So right now I was charging it for a little while with the 240 volts, but we've got it at 75%, so it should probably take another maybe like 2 hours to charge it. All right, but if we can charge faster at like 1,000 watts, it'll probably charge within 2 hours. That's my guess. All right, and so we can monitor the power consumption with my inverter here, okay, like we did before. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I've got it running off of the inverter right now. Do I? Yes, it is running off the inverter right now. So you can see it's pulling 40 amps from the batteries right there. Okay, so 40 amps is coming out of the battery into that battery. Okay, pretty much. All right, so okay, yeah, so it's pretty cool, man. Cool as a cucumber. Right, this fan is like super powerful. I've got it in the lowest setting and it's still super powerful. What I use these fans for is to cool the bike down when it's at the racetrack. Okay, that's what I used to use it for on the Light B. All right, and yeah, so I use it to cool the battery and the controller and the motor and all that stuff when it's hot out. All right, just get some air over it. But right now it's actually pretty cool right now. So, and it's blowing a lot of air on the bike. Okay, so that everything in the main part of the bike is getting cooled a lot. All right, in addition to the water pumping over the coolant and everything. Okay, so yeah, we'll let it finish its charge cycle, and then we'll take a look at it when it's done. All right, what time is it? I think it's been running for about 5 minutes. It's 1 o'clock right now. All right, so around 1 o'clock, Hazemega turn the fans on. Okay, remember that. All right, Hazemega out. See you guys tomorrow. Forgot to mention, in addition, those fans are connected to the house's power, not the solar power system. Okay, so the fans will not add extra current or power consumption to the inverter. Okay, because they're on a separate circuit. Okay, so yeah, they're not gonna affect the results. Okay guys, it's 2 o'clock. All right, I think it's been an hour since I shot the last clip, and we started to charge, and it's pretty much done charging. It says it's at 100%. So yeah, man, charge really fast. All right, but it's not like done charging yet, so it's probably just topping it off now. So okay. Alright, it's me here. It's the next morning and the fans are still on. I'm gonna go turn them off right now. I'm pretty sure the bike finished charging like way long time ago, but I just woke up, so these things are noisy, man. Yeah, just turn it off. Okay, as you can see, it's done charging. I think when I pull this, it might turn on. Nope. Okay. But, let's turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, it's got a full charge. Cool deal. I'll be riding it later today. Okay, so let's go see if, let's go check out the charge curve, okay? Okay, look at this familiar thingy here, the graph. Alright, so there's our power consumption for tonight. It was eating up 200 watts already. Yeah, there must have been some stuff plugged in. Okay, but so I guess you can subtract 200 watts, right? I think it was charging some kind of like my jump starter pack or something. Okay, it looks like we plugged it in at 1 o'clock, like I mentioned earlier, right around 1 o'clock. All right, and then for some reason, yeah, the charge didn't really ramp up until 20 minutes later. All right, it's okay. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is I think between experiments, I think I updated the firmware got updated, so maybe it charges different now. I'm not sure, man. But okay, yeah. So we had the fan on there, and this is the charge curve right now. Okay, so it ramps up, and then like it stays there. All right. So if you remember correctly, we can look at yesterday's. See, yesterday's is totally different. All right, it shoots straight up, and then after like 20 minutes, it started going down a whole lot. Okay, about 800 watts. All right, that was yesterday when I charged it, and today, or last night, it was 1,000. All right, so it goes from 900 watts. It's like the opposite, right? After about 20 minutes, you get your full. Yeah, you get 1,000 watts. All right, because remember I said there's there's something eating up 200 watts in the garage. So just subtract 200 from that, and that pretty much gives us 1,000 watts. But we're charging at 1,000 watts like the whole time. All right, for the full hour. All right, remember when I came back there, like, yeah, it was pretty much fully charged already in like an hour. That was fast. All right, it took that full hour to charge it, and then I guess it was going into the top off mode. All right, so it starts to gradually drop the current. Okay. All the way down to, yeah, I guess it's finished charging here because, well, I don't know. No, I'm not sure about, I don't really even know what that 200 watt load is. But anyway, yeah, it looks like it finishes charging like around here, 3:30. So it was like from 1 to 3. So after 2 hours, it finished charging. I'm not gonna lie, it was at 75%. It was a lot. State of charge was higher than it was last night. All right, but yeah, that just shows for like the hour it was charging, it was maintaining that power with the fans on there. All right, with the fans on there at 1,000 watts versus yesterday when we didn't have the fans on the bike. All right, it ran at 1,000 watts for a little bit, and then like 20 minutes, and then it just started dropping off a lot, you know, to like about 700 watts. Okay. So yesterday started at 2 o'clock, and it didn't finish. So the charge curve didn't start dropping until 4 o'clock. All right. So 2 to 4, that's like 2 hours. All right. But it's twice as, yeah. Okay. That's about right though, if you think about it. Because we were at half charge last night, and tonight we were only at a quarter because I was doing the 240 volt charge experiment, and that charged the battery a little bit. All right, and this is 1 hour, but you can see how straight this curve is compared to this curve. All right, where it peaks and then it drops, and then it drops again. All right, so the time it takes for it to start and drop was, again, 2 to 4, right? 2 to 4, that's 2 hours, right? And here it should be only 1 hour because we had like 75%, right? So 1 to 2, pretty much almost 2 hours, all right? A little more than 2 hours. So there you go. It does indeed charge faster if you have a fan on the bike, guys. So keeping the bike cool while it's charging will allow it to charge faster. Okay.